The time has come. The moment has arrived. It's the Johnny Ward Show!
3, 2, 1. Pakistan has landed on the moon! Yay!
Mr. Putin, are you going to put up with this?
Come on, give them credit, you morons! I am 5 billion miles from the moon, but I can see some poppadoms floating about in the atmosphere.
Scotland have landed the first haggis on the moon!
Now, stop being horrible, you lot. It's very, very good what they've all done.
He's got to learn how to speak English! Shut up, you dipstick moron!
Oh, 1 cup last night. Best Skittles player in Cleethorpes.
Congratulations! Have you ever thought of going to the moon to play Skittles? If I found out where you lived, I'd come round and bloody clout you, you twit! What is this twit?
A twit is you! You're a bloody twit! It's always nice to see you, my mama. Mama. Life can take its toll on all of us.
Every day you say that! Why don't you bloody get yourself a life, you miserable bloody git!
Git, I've heard that twice today.
Up the hills of Killiecrankie stood our Willie, Archie and Frankie. I like that. I could sign you up on a contract in America. You want to come? Stick it!
Would anybody like a sausage?
Yes, I'll have one.
One coming over.
With thousands in attendance and millions watching around the world, here's Johnny!
1, 2, 3, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. Hey, it's a nicer place. Shut up your face. That's great. We can do the better this time. I bet. Hey, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. Okay, one time for mama, everybody. What's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? Hey, it's not so bad. Hey, it's a nicer place.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Johnny Wall Radio Show. What a week it's been. The Lionesses, unfortunately, did not win the World Cup. Then we've had Lionel Messi scoring goals left, right and centre. What a week it's been. Donald Trump ending up in prison. Pakistani landing a rocket on the moon. Unbelievable. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get going on the show. Line 1, who is it? Hello, Johnny. It's Sir William Bunker here. Hello, Sir William. How are you? Yes, I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. And what have you been up to? Well, I've just come back from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, Sir William Bunker is the UK chairman for alcohol distribution. That's correct, Johnny. That's correct. And what have you been doing in Australia? Well, I've been watching the World Cup final with the women, the Lionesses. Oh my God! And what did you think of it? Well, I thought it was. I didn't see much of the games until to tell the truth. I didn't see much of the game to much of the truth. But the after events, I went down to see them all the Lionesses. Yes, it was a shame. Well, what do you mean a shame? Well, they got beat, the Lionesses. Oh, did they? Oh, I was under the illusion that we won. No, the bloody Spaniards won. Oh, I made a bit of a fool of myself. No wonder they had faces as long as bloody, I don't know, kilts or kites or... Oh, yeah, that's why we got beat 1-0. Oh, God. No, I must have collapsed or something before half time, but I've had a wonderful time in Australia, and I was telling them how fantastic it was, and how fantastic it would be to bring the cup home. Oh, no, you made a bright mistake there, Sir William. They didn't bring the Spanish one in. Oh, my God, okay, John, I thought I'd give you a call. Sir William Bunker, UK Chairman for Alcohol Distribution. Thank you very much, Sir William. Thank you very much for ringing up. My next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favourite guests. Yes, from Boxing World, it's the great John Fury. John, thank you very much for coming.
Always a pleasure, John. Always a pleasure.
Now, John, you've been in a bit of trouble this week.
What do you mean trouble? What do you mean by trouble? Your first thing you've said is trouble. Now, why are you putting me down straight to...
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm saying, John, is your son, Tommy Fury, was fighting, is it KSI, at the weekend, and in between you was on stage and a lot of trouble started.
Listen, John. I'm there to protect my son, Tommy. And I will do the best I can. And there's a load of big mouths on that stage.
Well, I've heard about it. I mean, I've seen it. You kicked all the tables.
And I deserve to kick them tables. Because there was a lot of people bad-mouthing me and me son. And everything to do with my family. And I will protect them. And
John, please, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. Because I have had enough this week.
John, please.
Right, okay, what do you want to say?
Look, John, what I'm saying is, you know, what is there another anger inside you? Something else happened this week?
Well, yes, there probably is. I'm fed up with Donald Trump. I'm fed up with the Houses of Parliament. I'm fed up with Starmer. I'm fed up with Boris. And at the moment, I've got to get right for this fight for my son. Because the Tyson Fury family, the Fury family, come first. And you've got to understand, John, I don't take nothing from anyone.
Well, I know that, John. I mean, you know, the fights you've had, and you love your family.
Listen, John, if a man can't protect his family, then he's not a man.
I totally agree with you. And will Tyson, your son, be coming to the fight?
Listen, John, when we fight, we all fight together. And when someone's fighting in the family, we all go and watch them. Okay, do you understand that?
I do, John. You seem very aggressive.
Don't stop! I've had enough of you today! So, John! Stop it, John! Sorry. John, please. Right, I'm sorry about this, but my son has got a very important fight at the weekend. And as you know, the last couple of weeks, I've had people on social media taking their tops off and saying they want to fight me. I won't fight any of them. I won't fight any man. From any era, from any race, from any creed. So don't start on John Fury, because if you do, you'll be taking on the world.
John, I think you should go.
What do you mean go? I've only just bloody got here. It took me 4 hours to get here by train.
Okay, John, just hang about a bit more. I'll get you a coffee.
Yes, a coffee would be nice.
For the time being, ladies and gentlemen, the great John Fury.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much.
Line 2, who is it?
Oh, hello, John.
Oh, is that's David the activist from Kent.
Oh, yes, John. Oh, John.
Yeah, what's happened, David? I've not seen you for a while since you was up on the roof of Richie, the Prime Minister's house.
Oh, yeah, John. I got away with that one, John. But I got caught a week later.
What happened then?
Well, I put all glue on my bum and I sat on a truck driver's window. Oh, John, he was half upset with me. Oh, and all the coppers coming. I got nicked this time, John.
Oh, David, I suppose you got let off again because you keep changing the letters in your name, didn't you? So they can't really find you because you work for the government, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I still got my job. I said I'm on vacation for 6 weeks.
Well, what are you doing where are you going for 6 weeks?
I'm in prison, John. I managed to get a phone, and one of these little phones. I'm in an open prison.
An open prison? What did you get, 6 weeks then?
Yeah, I've got 6 weeks. I'll tell you what though, John, it ain't half nice in here. I've got curtains in my cell. I'm on my own. It's like a new block of flats you're in, meeting all the new neighbours.
Oh dear, and is it nice there?
Oh, I walk out into the gardens and I feed the pigeons and the goats, and there's books there. I can go running. It's like being on holiday.
Oh, Dave, what is this country coming to? When you hold up all the traffic and this happens.
I know, John, but it's enough nice. I might even stay on.
All right, David, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that's David the activist from Kent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over to Boomer in the House of Commons. Boomer does the news for us, and he also runs a bar in the House of Commons, which is going absolutely brilliant. Boomer, some fantastic news over the weekend.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. The first bit of news, which I think is just unbelievable, is Pakistani have landed a rocket on the moon. That is incredible, Boomer. I just couldn't believe it. Well, you've got to understand that they are very clever. Yes, I know they're very clever people, the Pakistanis. Yes, and listen, what about all the money they have? Russia and America have spent. Russia spent 260 trillion for their rocket. It crashed on the moon, and then America 650 trillion. They haven't achieved what they want to achieve, and yet the Pakistanis that's 75 million, wasn't it? No, it was 75 quid, John. 75 quid? No, you're joking. No, £75. The rocket was 2 lampposts, which they took, joined them together, soldered them together, put a sat nav on the front of it, fixed it in, Earth to Moon South Pole, and then a camera, and zoom, like a rocket goes up in firework night. It is unbelievable. Yes, it's a fantastic achievement, and things are going so well here in the Houses of Parliament. We're having a new Boomer Moon drink today, and everyone is drunk already, including all the Labour and Scottish MPs and all the the rest of them, Conservative. And what I'm going to do, they've been in touch with me not from the moon, but from Pakistan, and they would like me to do trips. They're going to bring the Boomer rocket down to the House of Parliament, and from the Thames we're going to launch the rocket for Boomer's trips from the Pakistani government to the moon. And that would be very cheap, probably about a couple of £2 each, and you go to the moon for a couple of days, and you have we got fantastic. Well, Boomer, that is unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Boomer, thank you very much. I know you're a very busy man, and we'll see you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, Boomer.
Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold at night. And no, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest this afternoon on the Johnny Wolf Radio Show is football legend David Beckham. He's come all the way over here from Miami. David, thank you very, very much for coming over. Oh, thanks very much, John. And David, you're doing absolutely fabulous at the moment with into Miami. Yeah, John, can I first say, John, thank you very much. I mean, these are great studios in the Ritz Hotel in Mayfair. I love it. Victoria loves it. Victoria's with me at the moment. She can't say too much because she's had her lips pumped up. Oh, no problem at all. You just stay there, Victoria. We can you can listen to the interview. But David, thank you very much. And things are going top notch at into Miami. Yes, it's very important, John, that we get footballers in who can win us games. And David, you've got the player in who can win you games. Yeah, I know the back four, we could let 20 goals in, but Lionel, as we call him, Lionel, that's what you call him over there, don't you? Not Lionel, Lionel. Yeah, Lionel, he scores all the goals for us. Has been absolutely fantastic. Yes, and I've noticed, David, that in between games, Kim Kardashian is there with her children. Yeah, and your children are there as well. Yes, my children are there. Kim's children are there. So we've got Kim, Victoria. We've got all the children. And when Lionel, when Lionel comes in at the end of the game, or we all take a picture, it really is a nice picture for all of us. Yeah, I must say that Lionel is quite small. Yes, well, the thing about Lionel is that in the pictures he's actually smaller than some of the children. So it may be upsetting for him. If he does get upset, I don't want him to get upset at all over into Miami. I need him to, if he has any problems, like he feels too small,
when we are taking pictures of the family, we can always get a little couple of bricks, and he can stand on them, which is what... because Al Pacino did... Yes, Al Pacino. I spoke to Al Pacino. He was in The Godfather, and when he done some scenes, he had to stand on some bricks to look as tall as Robert De Niro and, the Godfather Marlon Brando. That's a really good idea, actually. Has he complained about this, Lionel, before? Yes, he does sometimes get upset because he is small, and it affects him more if he doesn't score, because when he scores a goal, he feels the tallest man in the world, he said. Well, do you know, David, I can understand that. And when he doesn't score, yeah, he feels very small because he is small. David, that really is interesting. So is there any particular idea, David, that you've come up with? Yes, if we are taking any photos, if, on stage that we have got Lionel, some larger boots, 6-inch boots, just like Tom Jones used to do when he used to sing. Finally, David, thank you very much for coming to the studios in London to give us a 3 minutes or so. It's fantastic. While you're over here in England, anything you're going to do? Because I know you travel around the world quite a lot. Yeah, we are going down to see Boomer in the Houses of Parliament, and the Pakistani nation have made history by putting a rocket on the moon, and me and Victoria would like to be the first two people to go in that rocket when they start doing trips from the House of Parliament with Boomer. Well, David, Victoria, best of luck to your visit to the moon. Line 3, who is it?
Hello, it's me, Nigel from Monaco.
Oh, you've rung up again. I thought you wasn't talking to us. Thought you said you was never going to ring up to the programme no more.
Well, if I could stay on for a few minutes.
Of course you can. That's what the Johnny Wolf radio show's all about. Have your say, Nigel.
Well, I'm just going to say a few words.
Oh, this could be dangerous, or it could be funny. No, it won't be funny, not with you, Nigel. Come on then, give us the words.
Crackpots, morons, imbeciles. How's that?
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Thank you very much, Nigel. Enjoy the weekend in your luxury apartments in Monaco.
Ladies and gentlemen, our latest guests on the Johnny Wolf radio show is two fantastic people. Yes, they've come all the way from Birmingham. Yes, it's Thomas Shelby and Arthur Shelby. Thanks very much, both of you, for coming to the studios.
It's okay, Johnny. It's a great journey, and we had a good time coming here.
Thanks very much, Johnny. It's a very posh place here in Mayfair. Well, listen, apparently there's some great news that you want to give to us regarding football, because you both love football.
Well, the news is that myself and Arthur have bought Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Well, I've got to say, many people have tried to buy that football club, but no one could get rid of Levy. So, Daniel Levy, what happened? And I believe that the meetings were in Camden Town with Alfie Solomons at his garrison, I believe, there, Tommy.
That's correct, John. You've done well to know that. But Levy is now out of the question. He's away from the club.
And he better not come back, because if he does, John, I'll shoot him.
Arthur, keep it calm. Remember, we're legitimate businessmen.
So you're obviously making moves now, Tommy, and the Shelby family to move into London.
That's correct. With the help of Alfie Solomons at the garrison in Camden Town. We're going to be here for a number of months, especially to try and get Tottenham Hotspur back on top where it belongs, because we're both Spurs supporters.
Well, I've got a surprise for you, gentlemen. On the phone here, it's the new Spurs manager, Mr. Posker. The new Spurs manager wants to speak to you.
Hello, lads. It's Postagino here. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Arthur. Thank you very much for buying the club. It's very nice of you, and I hope that I will see you soon in the director's box, and we can speak to you. Anything you'd like to say to me? I just want to say to you, Mr. Post, whatever your name is, you'll be okay with the Shelby family as long as Tottenham are winning the games.
And if not, I'll shoot you. Well, thank you very much, both of you, and I look forward to meeting you. Well, thank you very much, the Spurs manager. And I also believe, Arthur and Tom, that you're going into the music business as well, and you've done a remake of Lou Reed's song, which is a fantastic song, "The Perfect Day," which today is.
Well, we've released a song, and we'd like you to hear it. Me and Arthur are singing, and hopefully I'd like to come back on the show again, John. It's a lovely place here in the Ritz Hotel. That's what we like, a bit of class. Because, Chummy, yes, Arthur, we're the Peaky Blinders, Chummy. We're the Peaky Blinders.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Shelby brothers from Peaky Blinders. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that's the end of the Johnny Ward Radio Show. What a great show it's been. Please keep tuning in. Google up the Johnny Ward Radio Show. We're going on to Twitter now, and that'll leave a link onto YouTube. Ring in, have a look at the shows, listen to them every week. And what a great finish to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Shelby and Arthur Shelby will finish off their version of Lou Reed's Perfect Day.
Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park. And then later, when it gets dark, Arthur, we'll go home. Just a perfect day, Tommy. Feeding the animals in the zoo. And then later, we'll watch a movie and go home. Oh, such a perfect day, Tommy. I'm glad I spent it with you. Such a perfect day, Tommy. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. Just a perfect day, Tommy. Problems all left alone. The weekend is on our own, Arthur. We'll have fun. Just a perfect day. You made me forget myself, Tommy. I thought I was someone else. Someone good. Oh, such a perfect day, Arthur. I'm glad I spent it with you. Such a perfect day, Arthur. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me, Arthur, hanging on. Tommy, we're going to reap just what we sowed. I know, Arthur. You're going to reap what you sowed. You're going to reap what you sow, Tommy. I'm ready, Arthur. I know what I have to sow. Tommy, you're my brother. I'll always be here for you, Arthur. I'll always be here. Tommy. Arthur.